Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
What will tomorrow look like? Will it be what you expected? Or something you could never have predicted? Will it be frightening? Or exciting? Is it the reason you can't sleep at night? Or the reason you get up in the morning? Tomorrow will be all of these things. With Hub, you have a partner today who supports you in writing a more resilient, vibrant, and profitable tomorrow, protecting what matters most to you. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and we want you to be ready for it.
The Roaring Game. We all love it, but sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. Go get stuck in your curling club this year. Learn the game inside and out. Play for your favorite country and take the curling world by storm. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
We have another one here too. Same thing. All right, welcome to the 2023 Alberta Curling Series Major, brought to you by Hub International Insurance. My name is Matt Yo. I'm sitting with our president here at the Beaumont Curling Club, Paul Hyde.
Hello, everyone.
And we're in tune for the A semi-final. To qualify out of the A side, so should be a pretty good game here. And we have Jong and Team Yama. I can't
try it again there. Yeah, that's okay.
I should. The boys will yell at me because I know 2 of these guys on this team really well. They actually spent some time with me when I was younger at our house in curling, and we actually spent some time in Japan. Making the ice for the Nagano and Karuizawa and whatnot. So we're excited to get this game started off.
A lot of the Japanese curlers used to come over here to Canada, didn't they, at one time? And now I think Japan does have several curling rinks now.
Yeah, curling in Japan's really taken off. When we went over there, I think they only had one dedicated curling club, and that was. I think it was 14. I was 14 years old, so what was that? 26 years ago. When we started going over there with my father, and we ended up putting hockey ice or curling ice on top of hockey ice for a couple big international spiels, and really curling kind of took off. Now they have some pretty good curling complexes over there, and their Japanese program has come a long ways. There's 2 teams that are playing. In this event, and the other team is actually playing in the other semifinal on sheet 5 against our local team here from Alberta, Team Slachinski. So,
and are they both Japanese, or one is? I thought one was Korean.
No, both these teams are Japanese. We do have a Korean team here this week, New Zealand team. What else we got?
Germany
team.
and the Netherlands are here, and of course we do have some U.S. teams here.
Yeah,
as well.
Absolutely. So it's a great field, and we're excited to bring all of these these curlers, these athletes into the Beaumont Curling Club and into the city of Beaumont. And I think we're going to have a few people upstairs enjoying a beverage, watching some games today. So I think it's going to be great. All right.
One thing I noticed right off the bat is these people stretch.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys on Thursday night don't stretch very often other than it's upstairs with your arms. But, yeah, no, these guys are here, an hour before the game. They're warming up, stretching, and, this sport at this level has turned into a really high.
Ooh,
great shot.
Just past the guard. And, yeah. I think he was trying to save the shooter, wasn't he, on this one?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. He rolled it over there. Great shot.
Nice shot.
So it looks like he's probably going to try right on the nose and keep his rock either right on top of the red, or if he's going to throw pretty high weight and get the double.
And where is the Jong team from? Where are they from?
That's what I was just looking up, actually. Great minds think alike.
Oh, yeah. Or Fools Love Company. I don't know which one of the two, but...
I think they're from Ontario, but... James Gordon, our gentleman there that's behind the scenes at Curling Stadium doing the broadcast, throw me a text. Let me know where these gentlemen are from.
There you go. Get us out of the weeds. But obviously a little bit of give and take back and forth here. Both teams not willing to really give up too much here and take many chances, it seems. They're trying to keep the house clean.
Penticton, BC.
Penticton, well, that's a long ways from Ottawa, but you were pretty close.
Yeah,
you were pretty close.
Great direction, right?
Right direction.
Yeah, right. Like I said, I freeze water for a living, so this will be an entertaining 2 hours if everyone sticks out with us. Again, we'll be on the live chat, so if anybody wants to do any shout-outs or anything like that, please throw in the live chat. Remember, subscribe, like, all that other stuff for social media, and it helps all of us out in the end, so that would be much appreciated.
This here looks like maybe a 5-10 split. Oh, wrong. That's bowling.
That's bowling. Yeah.
But almost the same thing. You got to come all the way across the ice to grab the other one here, and it looks like he's got the shot. He is curling over. No, not quite. Karuizawa Soda is the other team.
No.
Isn't it?
It was our gentleman on the live chat.
Oh.
It says go
Yanagisawa. Yeah. If you say it fast enough, they won't know that you pronounced it wrong.
There's another lady from Japan here chiming in the live stream. It says, yes, Matt and Paul, Japanese names are difficult to pronounce.
There you go. Yeah. Thank you very much for that, because Canadian accents don't lend themselves to Japanese names. That's for sure.
Back there? Sure.
Now we have no problem with the Ukrainian team that's come up here from Airdrie. There, we can get that one.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's amazing how many players are from across Canada, across the U.S. I know that one of the guys is from Seattle, and the other part of the team is from Minnesota. It's really great to see them make the trek up here to Alberta to do these curling series. It's fantastic to see.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple more exchanges of some stones here. I'm going to look after the blank. Hopefully.
Well, with one stone each year, I guess you are just trying to blank it, right? And or force it. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. That red rock in the back of the rings might be
just touching.
Might be in play there. I think it is actually. So
I think that's why they're trying to take it out.
Yeah, take the yellow out, roll out behind the guard, maybe, or even just right on the nose. Make it a tough double for Jong.
Well, anyway, you can force them to take one, I guess, and the first end is kind of nice because then you've got the hammer right away. Kind of come back on them, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we're going to see. We had a little taste of some unbelievable curling here at 2:00. The game that we announced, and it was back and forth, rock and sock, and so I expect that here as well. These teams are really good.
Oh,
Nice
just
shot.
missed that one in the back. Nice. And that's what he would rather do, right? Keep that other red one around.
Yeah.
Make it difficult to make the double.
Yeah, this is going to be. Yeah, I don't think he's going to elect to try the double. I think he's going to try to hit and roll in front of that red rock.
But could they not? If he does hit in front of that red rock, I guess they're trying to force the Japanese trying to force them to take one. Wouldn't they try to get them to take one? Just maybe guard in front of it or something.
Well, what Dijon's probably trying to do here is either hit and roll behind their guard completely, and then they're going to have to make a really good draw freeze to it and force Dijon.
Mm-hmm.
But and then also if they leave it open, it does give the jam factor if they come down and jam it on the back one. So a couple things, still looking to try to score your deuce with your hammer with Dijon. But if worst comes to worst and they have a blank opportunity, that's also good.
Oh, look at that! He
great
gets
shot.
the deuce. He gets it right out of there. That's
Beautiful.
a great
Now
shot.
blank's wide open now.
Yeah.
Just gonna hit this.
Yeah, hit it and roll out.
Well,
Or
these
hit and
guys will just
stick.
hit
Actually, hit and
stick,
stick, so that he makes him at least hit, and then maybe have to stick around or make an error, right? And here we go for another. Matt just had to step out for a real quick second just to say a few words.
Yanagisawa.
This would be the last rock for this end on the first end. It's
For
coming down.
Yanagisawa.
Okay, well, there you go.
They're
Doing our best here.
Their coach Bob Ursel.
Oh, look at that. And he did not really want to stick around, I would have thought. In that. Oh, no, because now he comes in for the last round. I thought that was last round. My mistake. I'm just here for color. You're supposed to be calling the game.
I see that by the shirt.
I have a face for radio, so I got to look good.
All right, Peel at 10 coming up by Dijon. And take the hammer into the second end. Pretty cautious first end, nothing too crazy. So we'll see what happens in the second, depending on what happens here. Right out of the hand, pretty heavy sweeping.
Yeah, they're sweeping it hard. Just trying to maintain the line, it looks like. Get the roll. Yep, he gets the roll. And there we go. So now we have, of course, the blank end and move to the second end right away.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Asham Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Asham Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at asham.com.
sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Saturdays or just Tuesday to Saturday?
Tuesday, Saturday.
Yeah, there's no sense being there. Hey, we're back.
We're back. Well, I was looking at the phone. Not sure what happened to the first rock there, but we're going to get a corner guard coming up for Team Jong.
Well, it didn't really show. We kind of missed that first rock, but it obviously is not in play. So now it's an easy guard for Dijon, and the coming rounds will start.
Again, want to throw out some huge thank yous out to our partner with Hub International Insurance for the men's major here, the ACS Alberta Curling Series. Ted Appleman, Lindsay Birch, and Scott Hebert for all the work that they've done. City of Beaumont Curling Club for hosting these events. And, we have also some other sponsors that you saw online there with Ashman Curling, Hack the House, Curling Supplies and Rink Equipment, as well as blade sharpening, ice advice for the ice sensors that go in the ice and give us ice technicians as much data as we possibly can get to try to make the best surface for these athletes.
Now, is this a mistake, do you think, Matt? Because why would he come across and go to the back there without coming behind the yellow?
Well, you don't have the hammer, right? So you don't want to get play over the corner right away. What they were trying to do there was either throw it top 12 or just probably tight to the house, and they've just slipped into the house now.
Now we can see that they're coming in to try to bury their rock. Almost.
Yeah, they're going to try to go around their corner guard, but it looks like they're a little light.
They're on it, yeah.
But, they're set up. They got a couple corner guards that are overlapped a bit, so it's going to be, if you get one buried around there, you're never going to get it out. So that's why he's thinking that maybe we should just peel that off.
Well, why wouldn't he bring it in? I mean, I know he doesn't have the hammer, but why wouldn't he try to go there first before?
So at this level, you don't want to play away from the center if you don't have a hammer. If you start going around the corners, the team with the hammer has absolutely no pressure whatsoever. If things don't work out, they have the full 4-foot to draw, and these guys kind of draw the full 4-foot in their sleep. So what they want to try to do is either junk up the center inside the house and make it more difficult for the team that has the hammer to hit and roll behind their corner guards, rather than just draw behind there, right? So that's what they're playing here, is another rock right in the top 4-foot to try to keep that play away from the corner guards. They don't want to go around those corner guards at all. They don't even want to attempt it without the hammer, unless it's the last couple shots in the end. Then you're trying to force them. But right now, you don't want any play to go around those corner guards if you do not have the hammer.
He's giving them about almost 5 feet of ice here. Interesting to see where this ends up.
Yeah.
Boy, it's really coming. Really cutting now. So now he's guarded his other rock, obviously, in the back for a hit. But, there's what I thought Dijon would do. They would just hit it and try to roll now behind the yellow.
So again, a hit and roll, 6 to 8 feet, is a tremendously tougher shot than a straight draw behind that corner guard. So that's why, again, at this level, they're trying to make the other team's shots as hard as possible. And that the draw is a super easy shot there. Now they're going to try to hit and roll, which is a lot more difficult, but, obviously pretty close to making it, I think, here.
Ooh, didn't really get the roll out of it that he wanted.
So Yanagisawa will hit and flop back right where they had it before. Right there, yeah. And again, they're just keeping that play away from the corner guard. So in your local, curling club on a Thursday night, yeah, you want to get your rocks around that guard. Lump as many as you possibly can in there, because on a Thursday night, Wednesday night, Tuesday night, them hitting the button or forefoot is not as easy as it is for these guys, right?
No, so, definitely not. Definitely not. That's you don't want to come down to skip stones, put it that way.
And now even they're looking at going to rip off those corner guards now, right? So they want nothing to do with corner guards. They'd rather have 2 of the opposition rocks in the house than deal with 2 corner guards that are overlapped. So they're going to rip these out.
Well, he's read it of his hand. He's sweeping this one. Oh, now he must be close. Must be close. Yeah, he's got them both there. Good shot.
We got some chatters on here trying to get us to pronounce the name properly, but we'll give it as best as we can go. And I think it's 5 syllables. Yanagisawa.
Yanagisawa.
I think we got it.
I think we got it now. Yanagisawa.
Thank you very much for reaching out and giving us the pronunciation. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, I don't feel so bad. I've never been to Japan, but somebody has in this room, so I don't know how he feels.
I can barely pronounce my own name.
We're live. Yeah, so here comes another rock down the ice. It's going to be there. Oh, it's this is interesting here because they're just kind of trying to be around the Yellowstone there at the top.
Yeah, I think the call was to come right around that, but obviously just a touch light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mentioned it. I was going to say that I'll get some more pronunciation help when the guys get off the ice from Kiyoshi there. He's throwing right now. This gentleman I've been friends with since we were 14, 15 years old. So
obviously you're not on a last name basis.
No, it's not his last name.
There you go. Another hard one coming down, and he takes the 2 off the top again.
Got another AK-10. Good morning from Japan. Good morning to you as well. Great shot there. Got rid of the both of them, but now this gives Dijon a decision, right?
Right.
Do you want to hit, or do you want to freeze to that one back forefoot and try to generate a couple?
Yeah. It's now is the big decision, right? Do you freeze and try to? I think the freeze is probably on. Is that what they're doing, or are they hitting?
No, they're hitting. Yeah, they're gonna hit.
Why wouldn't you freeze up to that back one? It's just because of you stacking at that point, or?
Well, it's another option, right? It gives, if you're freezing to the back one, then it gives the other team to freeze right on back on top of you, shrink the scoring zone. They're kind of thinking that their end might be, pretty difficult to score 2 or 3. So let's try not to get forced.
So he's just tapping it out then.
Yeah, tapping it out. Let the other team to try to make a tougher shot.
So again, almost the same weight, just a little less of the rock, obviously on the left side there, just to roll it over just a slight bit behind the red, right?
Yeah. So when teams at this level tap their heel, if you noticed the skip there tapped his heel, that means that they want hack weight. So if the rock is coming down the ice, it would actually stop right in the hack. That's when they tap the heel. That's what they want.
Okay. I never noticed that. I just thought they were knocking some ice off the back of their heel there for a second.
You're gonna start doing this on Thursday night.
I might have to do that. Yeah, I'll have to teach my whole team now new things. Yeah. What's he doing up there? So he rolled the other way. That probably wasn't the way he wanted to roll it then. You think he probably wanted to roll?
He was probably trying to get right to the nose, but as you can tell, that rock that he hit was actually going to go hit the board. So it looked like he was a little heavy.
A little
bit heavy. Didn't quite curl as much as he wanted to, but that's okay. It's a pretty stress-free end at the moment. I think they're just planning on trying to hit it right in the nose. More than likely, Yanagisawa will try to hit and roll behind the guard with either his first one or his second one to try to force him for one.
You know that tonight when your head hits the pillow, that's all it's going to go through your head
That's
tonight.
all right.
Yanagisawa, and you're going to have it going through your head all night.
Tomorrow I'll have it down pat for the eighth line.
You'll be coming in tomorrow saying it.
Yeah.
So. Well, here's some decision making to go again. How much they want to go for it, how much they want to pressure the other team. Who's buying lunch or the beer afterwards?
Yeah.
There's big discussions in curling.
On Thursday night.
On Thursday nights, yes, that's discussions. Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be a hit, obviously, on this one. Would they be looking for the roll as well on this, or do they want to stay out?
You know what? I wasn't really paying attention. I was trying to update some scores on the other job that we have while we're sitting here, but I don't know what. This one's tough. Like it is your own rock.
Right.
If you roll behind, you might be behind the tee line. But again, if they freeze to it, you have your own rock to run back.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're playing pretty. Not a lot of weight here, so I think they're probably trying for the roll. I'm trying to get it to curl right now, so yeah, they're trying for the roll.
And they're getting a little bit, not quite enough as I think they would have liked to have been underneath that red stone. But at the same, because then now Jong can come and do the same thing, right? Hit and roll behind.
So here's the conversation before the skip in the third, right?
Yeah.
So the skip's going, let's hit and roll right behind the guard here. And the third goes, yeah, but that guard's red.
Yeah, exactly.
So if Yanagisawa comes down and hits that red guard right on the nose, right on the nose of ours, now it's both of their rocks in a line and the button's covered. So this is kind of a conversation between the skip and third of saying, okay, you know what, like, do we want to try it? And if they miss the shot, then we got an easy deuce. But if they make an absolute perfect shot, then you're probably going to give up one. So that's a conversation you want to have as a skip and third.
Mm-hmm.
Again, on your Thursday night league, you're probably just hit it.
Yeah.
Make contact, right?
As
Make
fast
some
as
noise.
you can.
Yeah, we're gonna throw it down, and just as long as you hit it, we're good here.
Yeah.
But these guys, they'll have those conversations, right? I think the third was more wanting that little hit and roll onto the wings type of thing.
Well, with my team on Thursday night, they usually try to leave me the hardest shot that they can at the end. So, that's the way Thursday nights work with skips. Not on purpose, obviously.
Hello, Georgette. Hello from stormy Nova Scotia.
Storm, yeah, it is. I know the weather's really bad. You're getting a hurricane through there. I hope everybody is safe out on the East Coast. There's lots of rain coming in and a lot of things happening. So let's hope everybody stays safe on the East Coast. We'll be thinking about you out here.
Yeah, stay home, stay inside, watch some curling, and hopefully we don't bore you too much. Keith Keller, hello from foggy San Francisco. That's redundant, I know, he says. All right, well, this is going to be a hit and flop behind the guard if they can. In that case, the reason why they want to go behind the guard for sure now is that there's only one rock to come. So if they're completely buried, then it's going to force Dijon to draw for one.
So there you go. It's all about playing 2 or 3 rocks ahead, and if somebody makes a mistake, you got to capitalize on it, right?
Yeah,
that seems like what curling is. With us, it's capitalizing on mistakes is the most important thing because you make them all the time.
This might be an easy blank.
No, an easy blank again because, there's nothing there. You just throw it through the house.
So, yeah, you do. But, again, they're going to probably take a path that they want to see a hit down. They won't just go down here and throw it as hard as they can. Every rock that goes down the ice, and young players out there, your Tuesday night men's, Tuesday night ladies league. If you have a free shot, throw control weight, throw it in a spot of the ice that you want to try to see. If I have a shot here in 2 ends, I want to see what the ice kind of reacts to it, right? So he's not throwing it 100 miles an hour, coming out, throwing it nice,
just knowing he wants to throw it through, so like a hack weight, let's say, or something like that, get it through.
And just watching to see what this rock does down
for the path, right? Yeah.
So blank end, 2 in a row. We're heading into the third end at the Hub International Alberta Curling Series Men's Major.
What will tomorrow look like? Will it be what you expected? Or something you could never have predicted? Will it be frightening or exciting? Is it the reason you can't sleep at night? Or the reason you get up in the morning? Tomorrow will be all of these things. With Hub, you have a partner today who supports you in writing a more resilient, vibrant, and profitable tomorrow, protecting what matters most to you. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and we want you to be ready for it.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Ashland Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Ashland Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at ashland.com.
All right, we're back. To the Hub International Alberta Curling Series Major here in Beaumont, Alberta, Canada. We have Team Yanagisawa against Team Jong. And we had a couple blank ends to start the game off here. And then a rock that went in the house and a hit and roll out. So it might be a little bit more defensive again this end, but these teams are, playing in the A semifinal, so don't want to really leave anything to chance. Looks like they're trying to throw a good center guard here to maybe press the issue a little bit in the odd ends. So we're in the third end. And if you don't have hammer in a third end, you are looking for the other team to score, if that makes sense. Or even, or yourself score. But if the other team scores, then that gives up the hammer, and then you have the hammer in the fourth end. So these teams think about that all the time where, if we need the hammer in the even ends, so we need the hammer coming home in the eighth end, how do we get it? So Yanagisawa is thinking, we throw up a guard here, we put some pressure on and force them to one, and maybe, maybe we have a chance to get the hammer in the even ends. Look like they might have burnt that rock coming in with their brooms, and that's exactly what happened there. So they're going to put the rock back up. Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry, James Gordon. Good point. No tick zone. My goodness, pay attention. So if the rock's touching the center line, for the first 5 rocks, you cannot remove the rock from the center line. So the rock's right on the center line, they cannot be removed. So that's why that rock is going back up into the free guard zone on the center line. New rule, I believe, was instituted last year. It promotes a lot more action and a lot more scoring in our game. Working on it here to get it by the guard. Whoa. Good sweeping. Great sweeping. Great shot. Hit and roll right behind the guard. Well done. So the plan's kind of coming together here for Team Yanagisawa, and this rock is labeled for top 4, and just frozen to the yellow rock that's there. And if that's the case, then the force is on. Great shot, little tap back. Fantastic shot. Great job here by James Gordon with Curling Stadium. Got the old split view with our sponsor for the event, Hub International Insurance. And then also both views of the curler sitting in the hack and the skip holding the broom. Fantastic job. Thank you so much for the live stream. It's just absolutely incredible. This one looks like it might over curl a little bit, but yeah, just a little bit of over curl. That's a tough shot. Now that red rock that's attached to the yellow one right on the button is going to need 2 shots for it to basically be removed. Pressure's all on Team Dijon at the moment. Sorry, you've been here for going on 12 hours here right now, so I'd have a yawn or two. This one looked like they were on it right out of his hand, so maybe a touch light. But good sweeping, held it out there and doubled up the guard. So this double peel is, if it's not made, they're going to be guarding for the rest of the end here. And it's going to be really difficult to get that rock that's right on the button, the red rock, off of it. So. Great double peel, absolutely fantastic. Now another guard's going to go up. This is a very, very difficult shot. Everyone thinks the leads are, they're just lob up guards. There's no pressure here, but to make an absolute perfect guard is very, very difficult. We're talking about 5 feet of curl. 15 seconds, maybe close to 16 seconds, hog to hog. And the sweepers have to sweep for the line of the weight, if that makes sense. So the sweepers will have to know exactly where this rock is, because the more they sweep it, the more curl they're going to get out of it. Looks like they're working on this one hard for it to get over. Great shot. Again, huge shout out to our sponsors for the weekend, Hub International Insurance, Hack to House Curling Equipment and Supplies, Blade Sharpening right here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, as well as Ice Advice, Tim's Ice Manufacturing, Boston Pizza Beaumont, Sea Change Beaumont, our brewery here in town. They're all over Alberta now, but it's unbelievable beer and great brewery right here in town. And of course, the Beaumont Curling Club and the board of Beaumont Curling Club has been phenomenal in bringing these events here. So. You know, the Team Dijon's in a tough spot right now. They tried a real tough shot, and it worked out where it unlocked the one on the button, so it can be removed. But unfortunately, you know, if you remove it off from the right-hand side, that red one will jam right on the side yellow one in the white 8-foot. So the angles still aren't great. Still aren't great for Dijon at all. They're thinking about putting up a guard, a halfway guard, maybe just above our Hub International Insurance logo. One more shot, and if the angles work up, that red rock could be pretty lonely in there, but great guard there. So Team Dijon's going to have to decide what they're running in. They're both red rocks out there, but which one do you want to run in to see if they can get the red rock moving from the button? Update in the second semifinal, which is Team Morozumi from Japan playing against Team Sliczynski from Alberta here. Team Sliczynski is currently down one with the hammer, playing the third end. So Mr. Morozumi there is used to play with Hiyoshi. And they both actually came over to our place in Gibbons, Alberta, and that's stayed with us to do some curling, as well as we went to Japan and built some ice for them and helped them out in Karuizawa and Nagano, and had an absolute great experience over there in Japan, and one of the most beautiful and kind countries you'd ever want to go to. I want to take my family there one day, both my young girls and my wife. It's just an absolute stunning country, and stunning and great people over there. So, all right, we're going to try I think it's about a normal weight takeout run back here. They're working on it. You know what? That is an absolute fantastic shot. It does leave Yanagisawa an opportunity to hit the yellow, and even just on the nose or a little bit on the inside, and then the red will hit the other yellow as a jam, and both yellows will be gone, and red should be sitting 3 here after this shot, and forcing Dijon to a tough, probably a tough wide in-turn draw for one. update. Team Stachinski just got one in the third end, so they're tied up with Team Morozumi coming into the fourth end. Still talking about what angle they want to hit this at. Really important shot here for Team Yanagisawa. I think they're throwing a little bit less weight here and then aiming for a nose hit. They're probably edge on edge, so probably not a lot of room in between the guard and the rock that they're hitting here. And we've seen a few teams get caught a little bit on the curl on these shots, so we'll see if that happens with Team Yanagisawa here, which they're really working on it hard. Fantastic shot, line 3. Great shot, absolutely fantastic shot. Going to give Team Dijon a tough tap back or a draw for one. I think he's aiming for the tap back on the red. Top 4 foot, probably throwing back 12 foot weight somewhere in there. Or tap the red back and get their one. You just got to love the camaraderie in our sport. You know, great shot made there, and the team that, is now sitting and looking against 3. They, look back at the team, say great shot, and raise their hand. The other team says thank you, and now if this shot's made, it's going to be reversed. The other teams just say, hey, great shot, great one, and there's no hard feelings and bunch of great guys in our sport. All right, they're working on this hard. Really hard. Don't want to crash here, but I think he's going to be just fine. Yeah, absolutely fantastic weight. Good tap back. 1 yellow to go up 1-0. Playing the fourth end here at the Hub International Alberta Series Men's Major.
I've been raised on the farm since day one, so I was born into it. My grandfather came in here in 1905. I want to continue the farm for him and generations to come. So
I think it's a privilege that we get to be here. It's just a wonderful way of life.
What job is there that you can go to work with your dad and brother, with your kids by your side? Doesn't get much better than that.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Asham Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Asham Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at asham.com.
All right, we're back at the 2023 Hub International Alberta Curling Series Major. here in Beaumont, Alberta. And we have a great game going on here. A couple blank ends in the first two ends. And then a force here. And it's 1-0 Dijon over Team Yanagisawa from Japan. I think we're probably going to see a few more rocks in play here this end. Huge shout out to the city of Beaumont and the Beaumont Curling Club again for hosting these events. Jerry Gertz, James Gordon for doing all the live streaming. And my might have to step away here for a few minutes for our live stream as I am the gentleman helping out run the event. So we have maybe a little debit machine issue upstairs, people paying for drinks. So I might have to swing out of here for a few minutes, but we will see. I have the old unplug it, plug it in trick. We'll see if that works. All right, looks like we're going to try to go around the center guard, top fort. Little hot on this one. Looks like it's going to stick around on the back 12. Hit and roll into the rings is the call. Just a little bit outside, but that's fine. A little outside the rings, almost acts as a corner guard. I think Team Jong is going to try to go around it, lie to. Working on this hard right out of his hand. Last thing they want to do is over curl and tap this red one into the house, which looks like they might be doing. It's a big mistake. Team Yanagisawa going to be trying to hit the one on the back of the house. Lie 2. Good shot. So they're line 2. Dijon will be able to come down, try to hit and roll behind the corner, behind their, I guess, semi-center guard. Probably throw a nice hack weight here. This looks like an absolute peach. Ooh, overcurled it. So Team Yanagisawa going to come around their corner guard here. Lie 2. Looks like she's moving pretty good over there. Looks a little heavy. And sticks into the back 12 foot. A good shot, line 2. Gives Dijon an opportunity here to probably hit the top one and roll in. Maybe for shot rock, probably. Behind their own guard. The only thing they got to watch out is that jam in the back 12 foot on their own, especially not having the hammer if they leave that red rock in there. If they jam it on that back yellow one, Yanagisawa is going to have an opportunity to lie 3. And that might be what they just did. Oh, no, they rolled out. So that's a good shot. They might be shot rock here, but it looks to me like it might be red. Paul's back in the booth here, so I'm not talking to myself anymore, which is good. He might have to talk to himself for a little while if the debit machine isn't working upstairs.
Is the debit machine not working upstairs?
Might have to run upstairs.
Might be an issue. I might have to do some play-by-play here, which is fine because I do double duty. But yeah, I had to step out and meet my daughter's new boyfriend, and of course that's always fun when your daughter's 19. Matt will figure that out later on in life. But,
yeah, about 10 years from now. But that'll be fun.
Yeah. But he passed the test so far. We'll see how it goes over the next few weeks.
All right, they're going to be drawn around this corner guard here. Just had the opportunity to throw it, so he's throwing the 2 shots in a row the same. So I would imagine this be as close as you can get, I think.
Is he throwing the same shot again?
Same shot, just around the corner guard, yeah.
Ooh, looks like it's really curling.
Yeah, this one might be a touch light.
Very light, it looks like. Hey, they're trying to drag it.
This needs
might
to get
be
to
hard
the
to
house.
get there. They didn't even get it to the house. Yeah, just a little light there. And they really tried to sweep that one.
So now Team Dijon's going to take a look to see who shot.
Well, I think it's red. It looks like red to me anyways, but you never know with camera angles and everything like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it does look like red is closer. And I think that's what they've come to a conclusion on because they're playing on that red one.
Yeah, I think that it looks like that might be the ice for the draw around the center, I think. We'll see. The joys of not having microphones and getting in here blind, but maybe we can figure that out for another date there, James.
So what would be the play here? Are they trying to come around the
Yeah,
yellow
I think
stones?
they're coming around those yellow stones right to the top button, I think, and put the ultimate pressure here on Team Yanagisawa. And
That was well done. Yanagisawa.
Getting there.
Got her. Yeah. I'm hoping that those people that are listening in Japan are feeling better about our enunciation and pronunciation, I would say. One of the two.
So they're probably looking at about 14-5 is what the guys were talking to me earlier here. 14-5, 14-6.
Just to clarify, that's the time between the hog lines, or is
Between the hog lines, yeah.
between the hog lines, right? Not from the center line to the center line. It's hog line to hog line, right?
Yeah. Just looks like these guys are a little bit soft on their handles. And if you're soft on your handle right now with the curling 4.5, 5 feet, it's going to do that on you. So it's really going to curl. He's light and soft, and it's right over to the other side of the sheet.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're amateurs, so some of the guys spin the rock hard, some of the guys don't spin it very hard, and it sure makes a difference how many revolutions that rock is making when it's coming down the ice.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of more importantly is how you release it. So you want to release it to the broom, be positive to the broom. If you're not positive to the broom and you're a little bit weak on the handle, it doesn't matter how many times it rotates, it'll actually just grab that curl and just end up where it was, right? So instead of, you're looking at 4.5, 5 feet of curl, that thing curled over about 8 feet, right? So.
So there's not really any specific amount, because I've heard 2.5 rotations is optimal, or almost 2, but it really has more to do with the positivity of it when you let it go.
Positivity when you let it go at the end, and then a lot of these teams are upwards around 4 rotations once the rock finishes. Where in your club ice and your club level, you're probably at about sometimes if you're lucky if it rotates once, but your club level, you probably want to be 2.5 rotations on your club ice. And when you get into ice like this, where you want to be positive out to the room, you need to have about 3.5, 4 rotations. It's just a little bit different surface that we make it for these guys than we do for the club curlers. So, club curler out here right now, you go out there and you'd have 10 feet of curl.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that we've done that before, and it doesn't work all that well.
Doesn't work that well, no.
When you're aiming at the other hack, on the other side of the ice.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess it's like anything else when you look at a golf game and they cut the grass and the
greens and the fairways.
Everything's cut to be precise and a lot faster. Whereas your regular golf course, they kind of let up a bit, right? So. But I'm happy the leaves are falling. It's almost time for curling season again. We'll be back on the ice here just after Thanksgiving, at the Beaumont Curling Club. And we have lots of curlers this year. Friday is looking fantastic. I'm so happy that we've had all of our curlers basically come back now, and we're back almost, we are back, I think, to pre-COVID levels.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's looking phenomenal here for the upcoming year. We still have a couple spots open in a Wednesday Ladies League, but other than that, every league's pretty much full, and we have a lot of people wanting to do our try curlings here at the end of September, beginning of October. So we'll keep going and filling up the place and making it a great place to come for an afternoon or an evening and a day out and a couple of drinks and lots of fun. So.
What a great shot there, though, eh? Really, if that back red is counting further than the yellow, they're sitting 2 now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how do you come in and get that out of there without, really making a mess, I guess?
Yeah, you're probably looking at a yellow-red combination.
Could you not come off that red stone at the top on the right, where he's pointing at right now, where you just pointed at? Could you not come off of that one into the red stone in there?
That's you can. That would be a lot more difficult shot than what they're looking at here.
With the yellow, red.
Yeah, like that yellow, red. Basically, if you hit nose, you make the shot. If you hit 3/4 on the outside, 3/4 on the inside, you make the shot. I think the only way you miss this shot is if you hit less than a half of a rock on the outside and less than a half of a rock on the inside.
Oh,
you still might even get it half of a rock on the inside, but
pretty safe. You're going to get to that red stone.
You have about, the rock's 11 inches wide. You have about 8.5 inches to hit this rock, and right in the middle anywhere, and to make this shot.
Seems like a lot until you're standing at the other side of the ice.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Well, here we go.
Right of his hand again, so they're leaning on it.
And he's not throwing this overly hard, even, really. Ooh, and there you go.
Yeah, I figured half a rock on the inside, you're probably going to miss it.
Yeah, so now he's got a chance for 2, possibly 3. I don't know if he wants to play with that yellow or not. Probably not. He probably wants to come in and get his 2 and then walk away with that.
Yeah, absolutely. A little draw to the 8-foot. Get your 2, head into the 5th end up 1.
There's a big shot here, or whether they really go for more or not. It looks like they're looking at some things, but I think they're just going to take the safe route here and draw in. Even if they rub that red rock at the top, they'll still probably spill in for their 2. Probably the safe way to go rather than coming in the other way.
Yeah, absolutely. This will give you a little bit more of a port to come through. It's a real pivotal moment in the game. Drawing for your deuce, you're going to be up 1, playing the 5th end. So that means you've scored in the even ends and you're up 1, which is fantastic.
Just heard from our MLA, Brandon Lunty, might be coming down to enjoy some of the action here tonight. Oh, that's not what they wanted to do.
Yeah, that looked pretty heavy.
What happened there? Just overly heavy?
Yeah, it looked like
just got there one and
hit
not
2
there.
rocks, and so it probably was close to back line or even hack weight there. So
just heavy right out of the
one rock, one red.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
We're for agriculture. For growers, doers, whatever it takers. We're for doing things with purpose. We're for the little guy with big guy dreams. We're for agriculture. We're for you. Nutrien Ag Solutions, leading the field.
What will tomorrow look like? Will it be what you expected? Or something you could never have predicted? Will it be frightening or exciting? Is it the reason you can't sleep at night? Or the reason you get up in the morning? Tomorrow will be all of these things. With Hub, you have a partner today who supports you in writing a more resilient, vibrant, and profitable tomorrow, protecting what matters most to you. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and we want you to be ready for it.
All right, so here we go again. We're coming up to the fifth end. We've just come through the fourth end. Little bit of a mistake on Yanagisawa's rink there, because they definitely wanted to get 2 in the last end. Anytime you have hammer, you want to get 2. But Jong and Yanagisawa in a tight one here, 1-1. Both teams look pretty evenly matched. Just a couple of errors here and there, and otherwise it would be a whole different ball game, obviously, here. It's taking a little bit of time here to talk to each other, just kind of taking a look at things and understanding what they're doing. They're now into their second or third game, most of these people, so it's definitely understanding the ice a little bit more, but also trying to make sure they maintain themselves. And here they go again, putting the jackets on a little bit, but it's time to get going again here. Jong has the hammer now, so they're looking at definitely capitalizing on that over the next few ends. But both of these teams not willing to really put themselves out there, and they've or to really make too many mistakes, because they know the other team is going to jump on them and capitalize on it pretty darn quick. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on here in the next end. It's really great to have the curling here in Beaumont, that's for sure. And here's Hub being one of our major sponsor here. Hub is a fantastic company. It's just been great that they've gotten behind us in curling. It's great that they are an international pretty much company out there, that they can help just about anybody with many things. So look them up, because they are a great company. We're just so proud to have them as one of our sponsors here today. We have lots of other sponsors here at the Beaumont Curling Club, including Steamflow. Steamflow is one of the major companies here, and we've put that company right in the ice, like we have many others, like the Boston Pizza Circle. We have, of course, the hearing clinic here in town has a full circle here. We can do everything from a full circle to just putting a small hog line stamp in there for you, and many other opportunities to, of course, help out with different curling series or be sponsors for other series that we have coming up here in the next little while. If you go to the Alberta Curling Series.ca, you'll see all the events that we're going to have here at the Beaumont Curling Club. Really excited to see this here. The ice is great. We're hearing great things from all of our athletes here today, and we're ready to go here. And here comes Team Japan again, Yanagisawa, with their first rock. It's a regroup for Yanagisawa. That last end just kind of got away from them. Weight was a little off, and you can see what happened right there. But this one's right on the button. I'm not sure if they really wanted to be there, but it's just right there close on the forefoot. So obviously Jong is looking at this and saying, "Oh, we don't want to play in the middle. Let's play off a little bit and see if we can make them make some errors here." Well, we got a minute with Matt out of the booth here. I don't want to give him a fat head, so I just make sure that I always compliment him when he's away. He's not in the booth right now, so I just wanted to give a shout out to Tim's Ice and Matt Yao. They've been a big part of the Beaumont Curling Club for the last 3 or 4 years here, and have lots of roots right here in the city with family that has been curling and everything else. I don't know if we could have turned it around without Matt's fantastic crew. He's definitely brought this curling club forward, and now we see events like this coming into Beaumont and really putting Beaumont on the map. So just a big thank you to Matt, and of course he's not in the booth, and try not to tell him I told you that. Well, we see here a little bit of an exchange of rocks. Not really, again, wanting to put each other out there. It's been a very close, combative game so far. No one really wanting to stick their neck out. Not like last night. We did see Casper really be aggressive, and here we're seeing more of a traditional game of cat and mouse. You shoot mine, I'll shoot yours type of thing, and it might be a quick end here. I think they just want to try to regroup a little bit and go from there. But sometimes when you dictate the ice or the round by bringing your rock in right away so that they can take it out, that's the way these games sometimes go. Waiting for somebody to make that big mistake. And no, I'm not an expert on this, but obviously I've watched a lot of curling. I'm not a Vic router, but definitely want to make sure that I'm making Matt proud down here in the booth while he's looking after our business upstairs with our lounge. Speaking of our lounge, we have Fabiola upstairs, and she's been with the curling rink for quite some time. She's our amazing bartender, and she makes lots of great drinks up there, and she keeps everybody really happy every night here at the curling club. So a big shout out to Fabiola, because lots of people dearly love her. Obviously, most bartenders are really well liked for some reason, but she definitely goes above and beyond. And here we go now, where we're almost blanking the end, but we've moved the rock again to the outside, trying to challenge each other to make those takeouts and stick as opposed to rolling out. So this will be another rock that they want to hit and then roll maybe towards the center a little bit more. Give them a different look to shoot at. On this one right away, again hard. Again, playing to the outside, it's definitely a different curl out there. Something they haven't played very much, but again, another hit and stick. Jong will come up and basically want to do the same. Maybe roll a little bit differently. Roll to the inside. Again, a quick exchange of rocks. Of course, when Matt leaves, this is great because I don't have to really comment very much because it's a pretty simple play here right now. We want to thank Sea Change too as one of our sponsors. They're right across the street here, which is really quite nice. Hack to House, of course. Fantastic a place to buy your curling equipment. They're very reasonable, and obviously they know everything about the curling because they've been around forever. But the owners have anyways. Not saying Matt's old, but he's definitely getting up there and has learned a lot from his father and Tim's ice, and they know what to carry and how to look after people. They can also do the sharpening for your blades. I agree. I understand. So you don't have to ship them off to Ontario or anything like that. So make sure you talk to Matt at Hack the House, and he'll be able to look after all your needs there. And here we go. Just a simple exchange of rocks. I say that because I would have missed them all, but this is pretty simple for these guys at this level. They just want to get through this end, I think, and try to set up for the next end. Again, that's a big reason why they have the 5 rock free zone out front. So you can't start removing rocks like this. Sometimes a lot of people look at this and they go, well, this is really kind of not very exciting, but it's all part of the game. If you can get through one end like this, sometimes you get that chance to regroup and get your mental self back, and then you can start again to start to pack those rocks up again. But sometimes a end like this is kind of a nice thing for these guys to, you don't have to really strategize too much. This is just a simple exchange of rocks, gets them more centered again, and then they can get into the next end and start strategizing. We got about 5 rocks left here. Jong again, just straight takeouts. Leave your rock there. Don't give the opposition anything. Retain the hammer. I mean, it's a pretty simple part of the game right now, but you do have to stick around in order for this to work. You don't want to make any mistakes at this point. Again, more sponsors in the ice there. We can see at the button, it's called Rad Style. They're here in town. They do waxing of snowboards, as well as looks after a lot of your bikes and snow bikes and everything like that. Of course, in Alberta, we ride bikes in the winter. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but we still do it. They usually have fat tires on them or studded tires, and they just keep going right through the winter. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. And Rad Style's there to help everybody keep their bikes in tune. And also keep their snowboards and their skis waxed. So they've got that for the skiing as well. So again, nice and simple, not a lot of strategy here other than just a simple exchange of rocks. With the last rock, you want the hammer, but you need to roll out at the end, right? So they want to make sure they hit and stick. They want to continue to give Jong a few things to think about. Make sure that they're sticking around, so there isn't a lot of other plays that can be made. But it seems that these two teams are quite content to have just played through this with a simple exchange of rocks, and they'll think about it for the next end. Of course, you want to make sure that the rocks stay clean. One of the big things, of course, of any ice, you don't want anything picking. Picking is when something gets underneath the rock and makes it to go do something funny. It could lose its curl or just straight go sideways. So you want to make sure you keep that rock clean all the way down. There's no funny business in this one. Last rock for Team Japan here. Yanagisawa is definitely wanting to make sure that he hits and sticks. Doesn't want to make any errors here. He just wants to hit and stick that rock, leave it down there, and make Jong come out. And hopefully he would prefer that he hit and stick, not roll out, and he could take over hammer. But at this level, I think these guys are quite confident to just keep playing this way. Oh, yeah, he just hangs on to the outside with that last curl. Makes it very easy for Jong to come in, though, and hit that and roll out. He definitely doesn't want to hit this nose hit. Might be a little bit more difficult on the outside. They haven't played that much this side of the rings like that. But the hit and roll at this level is pretty much guaranteed. Hate to say that, I better knock on some wood or Jong's going to come in here and strangle me. So hopefully we'll just get this over with and get on to the next end. And here we go. Here comes a rock all the way down. Looks like he's got this one looked after. It's a good hit and roll, rolls out, and that's it for this end. A big 0 and a quick end, of course, because they just exchanged the rocks. So next end will be totally different again, I believe.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Ashland Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Ashland Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at ashland.com.
Sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
All right, and as we can see now, we're back to putting a guard up here and there just to try to play around and actually play some curling again, not just straight takeouts, even though that is a big part of the game. I'm just going to step out of the booth here for a second, and hopefully Matt will be right back here right away, but you can just give me a quick second. I'll be right back, and we'll continue with the commentary. All right, and we're back. I know that that was a lot of silence. I hate dead air, but of course, now we're back with it. It was really good to see that our MLA Brad Luntia came down to check out the curling today. So, again, coming to represent, coming to see how things are going on in Beaumont. Lots of Leduc things going on, but there's lots of things going on in Beaumont as well. We definitely want to have people come down and talk to us, and the representatives come down and see us, because it's always great when they come down and recognize what we're doing and all the work that we're doing here at the Beaumont Curling Club. So thanks again, Brandon, for coming in. We quite appreciate it. So we look like we've got a few things going on here. Again, Yanagisawa's got a red stone there just sitting nicely in the front, and what to do with it. Obviously, only one other Yellowstone on the outside that could be a bit of a nuisance. So it'll be interesting how Yanagisawa plays this, if they're going to play a guard out front, if they're going to come around and leave that red stone there. But it's definitely, these guys are great curlers, so we'll see what happens with this one. It definitely looks like it is definitely going to be a guard out front here by the way that the weight is being thrown. Let's guard up that red stone in the middle. Oh, it looks a little heavy. Looks a little heavy. It's kind of moving along here. I think that's a little further than what they wanted it. Oh, but it's covering the stone. Now DeJohn's looking at the run back. Maybe take the two of them out. Lots of conversation here. How much of the stone? Obviously, you want to get them both here at this point. Again, that Yellowstone out in the 12-foot there could be a nuisance for Yanagisawa. just discussing the ice here. How much does he want to take? What's the weight going to be? Again, when we play Thursday night, we're just hoping to hit the broom. But these guys, obviously much more professional than we are. And here we go. Sweeping all the way. It looks like, oh, he's driven it right past, leaving that redstone there in the middle. So obviously there's a little bit of a leeway here for Yanagisawa now. What does he do? I'm sure he wants to take the play away from that redstone, maybe bring it around. Don't give them a chance, because they do have, Jong does have 2 yellow stones in there, and this is Yanagisawa's last stone. So obviously he wants to make it difficult and make sure that Jong can't score 2, maybe 3 in this end. Intense action. I sound like I'm on the O show, but that's not true. I actually am on this beautiful evening in the Beaumont Curling Club. I never thought I'd be on YouTube. My daughter said I'm not allowed to call myself an influencer, so I will not say that. I'll just say that I'm here stepping in for Matt Yao. Again, when we have a moment here, we can definitely say thank you so much for our hit sponsor, Hub. They've definitely stepped up for us on the curling side of things for the Alberta Curling Series. Fantastic to see they have the support that we're getting from them, and from anybody that wants to come down here and support us or be part of this, like Rad Style is in the middle of the button there. You're going to get a ton of now video coverage. We also have, of course, Boston Pizza. We also have many different other companies that are right in the ice that you can see here. Steam Flow right in the middle. Sea Change Brewery, where we proudly serve Sea Change Brewery right on tap here. So fantastic for them to be supporting us. Hack the House, of course, another great one. I know there's somebody that does the ice as far as the timing, but we'll let Matt tell you about those guys, because I don't know anything about that. Only get to watch what's happening here on the ice. Yes, that's true, but sad but true. But Matt has been pulled away to do what those important jobs are when you're an ice manager and the manager of a curling club, and he's working hard at it for us. So I'm just here to make sure that I don't screw up too bad. And here's Yanagisawa with his last stone, bringing it in here. Looks like he's decided to try to cut down any damage that could happen. Maybe bury his rock in behind the other one, but no roll on this one. So, but he's in there he's definitely in there for second shot. So Jong has to decide, do I just take off that Yanagisawa's rock? I don't think he has any other options, and get his one. Great stone from Yanagisawa in that last stone, just to take away that, get that little bit of roll, be just that little bit further in the rings than the red rock and the Yellowstone, taking away any possibility for Jong to come here and get his 2. Here we come down the ice. They're just trying to curl it just a little bit, or maybe keep it there straight, and bang, there we go. And we got another 1 for Jong. I think that was a great end. Very well thought out. And now we're moving to the next end. Fantastic curling here at the Beaumont Curling.
What will tomorrow look like? Will it be what you expected? Or something you could never have predicted? Will it be frightening or exciting? Is it the reason you can't sleep at night, or the reason you get up in the morning? Tomorrow will be all of these things. With Hub, you have a partner today who supports you in writing a more resilient, vibrant, and profitable tomorrow. Protecting what matters most to you. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and we want you to be ready for it.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Asham Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Asham Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at asham.com.
And here we go. Again, coming up to end number 7. Jong now has a 2-1 lead. Yes, we haven't seen this type of curling for a couple of ends here, but still very exciting when it's a very close match like this. Looks like that redstone is just touching at the back. So Yanagisawa does have a stone back there. Those can be pesky at the back there because, no matter what, you're going to have to deal with it at some point. And again, it's so fantastic to have people from all over the world streaming on this. It's fantastic to understand that I got people here from Japan and people from New Zealand, people from the US, down in Florida. We've got people from all over the world watching this live stream from these fantastic curlers from all over the world, Germany, Netherlands, 2 from Japan, 1 from Korea, the US. It's been a great Bonspiel so far. It's been champion competition. Well, there we go. You've had to listen to the amateur long enough. Now the pro is back in the room. Nice to see you back here, Matt. Hope I didn't do you wrong or anything like that. People are tired of listening to me, so.
I haven't seen any comments on here, so we'll see. No, I'll get Paul out of here. Do it? No. No, we had a little mishap upstairs with the debit machine, but we're all good now. We can collect money again. So
get down here, have a beer. There's lots of beer on tap. We're not going to run out. It's fantastic to have the curling back here.
Oh,
and you just rubbed it. Just rubbed it. You can definitely see in these later ends starting to ramp up a little bit. You missed a riveting end of rock to rock to rock to rock. And there was nothing that happened in that end at all except for the exchange of rocks. But sometimes you need an end like that, like I was saying, to kind of center yourself again.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I got to catch up on a few other things here. It looks like they're going to throw a guard.
Oh, you're putting in the scores. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, put in the scores on the other sheets here. So we
the other sheets. Okay, there you go.
All right, so updates. We got Morozumi and Sachinski tied up at 2, playing the 6th end, and with Sachinski having the hammer.
Oh, they just came up there. The Bears are up there. They've just put another one up. Great to see our university team here today.
Yeah, the University of Alberta has two teams in here today for this weekend. Great supporters of these events, and they do really well as well.
Where do they play out of usually, the U of A? Do they have their own ice?
Out of the Saville Center there at the U of A campus, yeah. Good guard there. Looks like you probably try the double peel action here.
Yeah, it's almost all caught up there. You're not that far behind here, Matt. Nobody can pull the wool over your eyes doing double duty.
I think I screwed up that one.
Just as I said that, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, they're right on hard on it, right out of his hand.
Ooh.
Trying to keep it back off that center line. Oh, got lucky. That's when you look back and nod your head to the skip and say sorry.
I never say sorry. I just say I meant to do that. You kind of screwed up the call.
Right.
Yeah. It's always the skip's fault. You know that?
100%. 100%.
Another great thing about being down here at the Beaumont Curling Center is we do have the rinks beside us, and the Beaumont Chiefs are playing tonight. So fantastic for us to have a great crowd that comes out to watch the Chiefs. And, of course, they can pop over for a beverage in between periods, and then everybody's happy and can watch the fantastic Chiefs out there and maybe make another run for this year for the championship.
Yeah, I watched them last year in the playoffs. A couple of really good games against St. Albert. One that's on YouTube here for a little bit of a brouhaha at the end of the game, and it was fun to watch them. They're a good team over there.
We actually had some of the Chiefs players, retired alumni, I think, come and play curling last year. So it was great to see them, because they were exposed to the sport, to come over and have a great time here at our rink. So it's always a great time to share shot back and forth. Serve an idea, a great shot again. But the Chiefs did have a team on Thursday nights.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's a great shot. Cleared everything out of there. Now they're just going to guard up the lonely red rock and the on the button.
Trade rocks again, maybe.
Yeah, this end, obviously they're in the seventh end here, so this is going to be kind of guard, and hopefully force Yanagisawa to take one, and then Dijon will have the hammer coming home, tied up, which is how you play the game. You kind of play the first 7 ends to be in this situation. So hopefully everything goes to plan.
Yeah, unless you're, especially a tight game like this here, 2-1, you definitely want to have the hammer coming home because it's just such a tight game going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's always the big thing for us is to make it the full 8 ends without getting too embarrassed. So it's a little different game on Thursday nights. Can you see it?
Big fist pump on the Slaczynski sheet there.
Nice to see.
Not sure what happened, but someone got pumped up.
Obviously something good there.
So Yanagisawa here.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at that. Great shot. Great shot coming back there. It looks like they've really spiced up the game here. Not afraid to throw the positive heat now a little bit. Not afraid to throw it out there. And here we come again. Jong coming in again. And we're coming in now. Coming in hot. Oh. Another great shot. They're both trading some nice shots here right now. And back and forth. Now that Yellowstone, though, is very exposed. We'll see what they do with that. Obviously, they don't want to play in that middle, like you said there, Matt. They would like to move that to the outside, the game to the outside.
Yeah, if they can get that out to the outside, they're looking at a blank here opportunity. So now it's getting a little bit too close to that red center line rock. So little hit and roll out to the side, and then get it away from the center, and then they'll be they'll be wanting to do that for the remainder of this end.
Here they're coming on again, and they just want that roll. Yeah,
Great job,
they did. They got that roll out of it. Move it across. Obviously, Jong wants to come back and put it behind there again.
Behind their yellow one.
You know, they try to roll it back. Somebody was saying to me the other day, the band on the rock itself can sometimes play with how much action they're getting off of the rocks. If it's a thinner band or a wider band, is that true there, Matt?
Yeah, absolutely. So the wider the striking surface, so it's called the striking band there. The wider the band, the less jump, the less momentum that each rock will carry after it gets hit. So the smaller the surface, more momentum gets traveled into the next curling stone, and it'll actually bump it and roll a little bit more with smaller striking surfaces. So if you see at the Brier or the World Championships or the Olympics, those striking surfaces are really, really small. That's why you see all these actions of these rocks. Something as ice makers, we've actually talked about it for many years, where there needs to be, there's always, oh my goodness.
It's always rolling out. I don't think you wanted, the redstone's out there too, but that's something you really wanted to do. So he'll just peel off that front guard now and get himself out and try to play for the blank.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep the hammer.
So yeah, getting back to the, we always thought as ice makers where, if you made a perfect freeze right on the button on a rock, you shouldn't be able to get that rock out of the rings. So they do a lot of testing for broom handles and broom heads and everything else. They should start doing a lot of testing on the rocks and figure out how much momentum they want each rock to carry when it's tapped, and really start to manufacture those striking bands at a certain width to maybe deaden it a little bit, so that this is going to stick around too. So it gives Dijon a chance to bury one.
To come and bury one and really try to take this away from him. But you'd think that it'd be universal with rocks, but obviously it's not with striking bands.
Yeah, it's not. There's actually only really 2 manufacturers of curling rocks in the world today, and they kind of obviously don't talk to each other much, but they kind of do their own thing on what they want, and it also gives a little bit of opportunity of what the rock can do for it as well. Some of the rocks are manufactured where it's tough to make that striking surface smaller, but yeah. So if they have a brand new rock, they should be able to make the surfaces the exact same, and it should be universal. I absolutely agree. All right, well, let's see. Dijon, see if we can get one right behind the guard and force him to one and take the hammer into the even ends.
Going into the 8th end after this. So this is a really big shot for Dijon. If he can force Yanagisawa to take one, that's huge. But look at this thing curl. It is moving. And I think he's got lots of weight. I think he'll be okay. Oh, look at that. Great shot.
Couldn't have walked down any better. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, that's really nice. There is that on the outside. That's the only thing. It did peek out the other side of that rock.
Just a touch, yeah, absolutely. So they're going to take a run at it.
Yeah, they really like to blank this one, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, they've changed their mind to the run back. Skipper sliding down there, didn't think he could see enough of that yellow rock.
Mm-hmm.
So, going to aim for the run back.
Okay.
Now, the way to make this is actually hit it on the outside of the rock, so then your shooter actually doesn't roll into the rings.
Yeah, you want to roll out, don't you?
You want to roll out here, so.
You don't want to be
big shot
close to that middle of the rock, obviously.
Working on it hard.
Oh, well, why would you? Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go. Is it going to go all the way out? No, it rolls back in.
Stays in for one.
Yeah. Oh, Yanagisawa did not want that. Why did he play that stone?
No, that's
run back like that. Was it that their shot, or would you come around it?
No, that was the shot to play. Absolutely, try to blank the end and take the hammer into the 8th. So tie game going in the 8th.
And there you go.
I've been raised on the farm since day one, so I was born into it. My grandfather came in here in 1905. I want to continue the farm for him and generations to come. So
I think it's a privilege that we get to be here. It's just a wonderful way of life.
What job is there that you can go to work with your dad and brother, with your kids by your side? Doesn't get much better than that.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Asham Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Asham Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at asham.com.
Go all the way down with that divider, did we?
And we're back here at the 2023 Hub International Alberta Curling Series. Matt Yo joined with Paul Hadd, the president of the Beaumont Curling Club. We have a great game going on here, 2-2, low scoring, but no shortage of shot making. And we have a first guard up and going to go around it here for Dijon. So they're going to put some rocks in play and
force Yanagisawa to come in.
Yeah,
they want to play this in.
Yeah, absolutely, right? So it's kind of no holds barred right now. Throw everything that you got at the kits, but the kits can sink and see what you got. Great, absolute fantastic shot by Dijon there. He could have been light another guard. He could have been back 8. Terrible positions. But that there is the absolute optimum shot there. Top button right around the guard. It has makes no. They have no choice now but to follow them down because that rock is just in too good of a position.
Could they not peel off the guard? But I guess they don't want to do that because Yanagisawa is trying to steal here. So
yeah, you can't peel off the guard. You don't.
Well, that's right. You can't anyways.
Well,
right?
It's your own guard, so you could. But yeah, you definitely don't want to. You're trying to steal here, so you're gonna be wanting every rock and play possible. They're trying to curl this in there.
A little tap.
Yeah, that's good. At the end of the day, they don't really care where they rolled to. They just wanted to get that rock right off the button. So now it puts the pressure back on Team Dijon to hit and roll in. If they hit and roll in, Yanagisawa probably will throw another guard at this point. But if they hit and roll out, they definitely will throw another guard. But it's just very important to get that rock right off the button.
Well, they didn't have much choice, right? They had to get it out of there because do something with it anyways. Like you said, it was a perfectly thrown rock by Dijon there. So,
and it looks like it's back-to-back perfect shots. Yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
Another beautiful stone. Look at that.
There's 2 in a row by your lead, yeah.
Would you not play the run back now on your red
Again,
stone?
you want to keep rocks in play here. I would be shocked if he doesn't throw another guard. You need to steal. You play the run back, you miss it, open everything up. It's
then it's an easy game for
you might as well
Jong,
shake
right?
hands, right?
Yeah.
Rather than
okay.
A miracle happen. But that's the conversation they're having now. Is okay. What do we do here? They have 2 perfect rocks back there.
Right.
But if you throw a guard, they're gonna peel it. They're gonna peel a guard off. So
yeah,
you're gonna have to waste probably 3 to 4 shots here before you go in the house. Timeout. They're gonna get the coach to come out and take a look. And Mr. Bob Ursel, that's been a part of the curling world for many, many years. And I don't want to say many, many, many years, like it's aging him a little bit. But Bob's been around for a long time, such a great guy. First thing he asked about when he came in the building here yesterday was how my dad was and everything else. And just a great curling community and great guys. So
yeah, it seems like everybody knows everybody in this community.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
So what are you thinking that they're thinking about the guard again? You think on the left side of that rock?
Yeah,
or?
like it's just those two yellow rocks could not be in a better position. So that's what they're concerned about. But also you have to be concerned about not having any guards in play coming to your shots here. It's really, really early in the end. So you don't want to open things up too quickly. It looks like there's
a goal for the Chiefs next door. That's for sure. Yeah, just heard the horn go off.
You guys probably maybe heard that on the live stream with the mics being out on the ice surface, but yeah. So that's what they're talking about is moving those rocks around a little bit because they're in absolute perfect position. Another option too is that what Bob's talking about right now is tapping that yellow rock to the back of the button. So if it's right at the back of the button, that gives the opportunity of the Team Yanagisawa to freeze one right at that back of the button. Even if there is no guards and you absolutely freeze it perfect, then it's going to be real tough for them to take it out.
So tapping their own guard back onto it then?
No,
or would they come in around?
I think they're coming around. Yeah, they don't want to really move that guard too much. It's in a pretty good spot. So this is an extremely difficult shot. Like it's fully buried. That guard is about a foot to, I don't know, maybe a foot and a half, 18 inches above the house.
Yeah.
James, if you could see a little overhead action, you can see how tight there it is. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
You know how tight that guard is to the rings and how much of a delicate shot this is. So one of the worst things you could do is be tight here and chop your guard off. And
exactly. Then you're in big trouble. Yeah. The best thing is to be past that guard, little tap on that first yellow stone.
Right to the back button.
Right to the back button. And then you've got them both outside and past the center line, right? That's where you want to be. Right?
Yeah.
Past
what a position there the lead of Dijon put themselves in here. Two absolute pistols.
Here we go now. Well, they're on it. They gotta sweep that. You can see they're sweeping it hard, trying to keep it. Ooh, here it comes. Oh, see, that was what you were afraid of. That was what you were alluding to, Matt. Is the worst thing that could happen to him is to just touch that other guard.
Yeah. Like even if they were outside and they hit the side yellow one, right? Yeah. That was the absolute worst case scenario because it's just not a usable rock. That one back 12 foot's never going to come into play. They're going to peel off the center guard here. Now you're going to have to put up another guard, and then probably make a double with your last rock, lie two, and then they're going to have a wide open hit and stick with your last one. So that's if it's played on a video game, but we'll see what happens in real life here.
I don't know many curling video games myself, but
Did you not watch the commercials?
Just missed it. Oh, I didn't see the commercials. The
Wii
curling games are in there, but yeah, no, I did not see that. I did not see that, but we might have had a Wii curling game when I was younger too. I can't remember if we did. It's more for the kids.
We have a Frozen curling game. The girls.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
They were out here throwing rocks with their helmets on all week.
Nice.
Well, not throwing rocks, but pushing rocks at 8 and 6 years old. So
good for them.
7 and 5, sorry.
Yeah.
Going to be turning 8 and 6. Craziness.
It's so quick as your kids grow up. Mine are all over, obviously 19 years old, and yeah, they grow up really quick.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then you have the real problems. So.
Yeah, my dad said you spend the first 3 years. Maybe this was just talking about me.
Yeah.
But you spent the first 3 years getting them to talk and walk, and then the next 30 to tell them to sit down and shut up.
Exactly.
Maybe that was just me.
I think that might have been just you.
What a great shot there!
Look at that. They brought it in, did the freeze, right? Or not frozen, but in front of the Yellowstone,
and tap that other one back 8 foot, which is really important. Fantastic shot here.
It's another line 2. You're really seeing them come out in this last end. I'm really impressed how they played kind of a chess cat and mouse game most of the game, and now they realize it's the last end. We gotta do something here, or the game's over, right? So, way to go. And sometimes, like you said, you play 7 ends to get to the 8th, right? What are these boys?
Card. Fantastic. Thank you. Fantastic shot there. Absolutely fantastic. Runs it back, takes it off, rolls it to a corner guard. Yeah, no, absolutely. So now they're going to have to throw a center guard here, I think.
Just a bit of an update there. Tao beats Hood 7-3. So the Kiwis go down tonight. So again, a lot of discussion here. What do we do? How do we get our one here for both teams? They're both looking at it here. What do you do? There's not a lot there in the house to work with anymore. Again, some more discussion here. Are they timed at this level? I don't see any timers out there, Matt.
Not timed at this level, no. It's the event's ran by the Alberta Curling Series, so we do try to put a 2-hour and 15-minute time limit on 8N games. You know, it's great to put a time limit on, but I know one team played an 2-hour and 45-minute game today.
Oh wow!
So you know, it's trying to get these guys more educated to the point where, you know, they are going to be under the clocks one or two games a year, or these guys are under the clocks a lot. But you know, there's no clocks out there that tend to take a little bit longer. There's no.
Why not take the extra time if you're not on the clock, right?
Exactly.
And, is there a time limit for how long the coach can be, or the coach be out there?
Yeah.
As well,
So when you take a timeout, you get a 1-minute timeout. So the time doesn't actually start till the coach gets out there.
Mm-hmm.
But once you take it, the coach is only supposed to be out there for 1 minute. Again, curling's kind of, you know, as you know, it's more of a gentleman's sport, I guess, right? So you're not really standing over the coach's shoulder saying, "Okay, you're up in 10 minutes, get out."
Yeah.
And then the coach is obviously not going to stand out there for 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them won't.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so everything's not really monitored. It's just you know, kind of like golf, right? You call your own penalties.
Right.
And, you know, lots of times you see guys brewing rocks, and there's cameras, there's everything. You can't even see it. But they felt that they touched the rock, and they say, "You know what? I burnt that rock. I got to take it off."
Right.
And then you see some teams say, "You know what? Don't worry about it. You never really affected. It's fine. Leave it."
Just leave it.
Like
Yeah.
I think Johnny Moe did that in I think it was the mixed doubles. There was a rock that was burnt in the Olympics, and he said, "Yeah, no, it didn't affect it. Why would you take it off?" So you know, it's a pretty good gentleman's sport. And
Yeah, even at this point, you know, you don't have anybody calling the hog line.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have anybody, you know, you don't have the rocks that have the lights on them, put it that way, the green and the red lights. So, you know, it's still, you know, an honor type system out there. So it's good to see that curling still has that, and we don't have people that are taking advantage of that or anything like that. So
yeah, absolutely. It's great. It's a great bunch of guys, and it's a great community that looks after itself for sure.
Now here we go. This is going to be a very important rock here. You discussed this one for a long time. It's coming down now. This is a really important stone that's coming down. Every rock, it seems, in this end is incredibly important. They're discussing every rock to make sure that it's the right one to come down. Oh, he's past the guard, and he's got the little tap on it.
Good shot.
It's a good shot. His red stone is sitting out there.
Yeah, for that point, it doesn't really care where that stone went. It was really important where that yellow stone went. So they wanted to tap that yellow stone back so they could freeze onto it with one of their next two shots. And all they're doing right now is trying to shrink the scoring zone. So once the scoring zone gets shrunk up a bit, then it's going to be a little bit tougher for Dijon to score. But as it stands right now, Dijon basically has all of the forefoot to play for right now.
You can just basically play a draw and win the game, right? So you have to do something to make it more difficult for him. Like you said, shrink that zone at least a little bit, to put a little bit of pressure on him, because right now it's De Jong's game.
Yeah, absolutely. Working on it super hard here. Oh, on, off. That means it's super close.
He's going to have the hit. It looks like it's going to roll.
Yeah.
And missed that back one, but that's okay.
So you're probably going to see them just avoid that top yellow rock altogether and freeze to that shot rock that they tap back there. They tapped it there for a reason. Now they're going to use it, right?
Now they're going to use it. So they wouldn't try to like hit and roll to it or anything like that. And obviously the angle's not there. Actually,
angle's not really there. No, that and then actually that top rock can actually be used as a little bit of a guard as well. So all depends what Dijon does here with his next one. But if they make this perfect and if Dijon tries something and doesn't really work out, they can actually draw behind that one that's in top 8. Go back 4 foot back button and give them a lot tougher shots. So, that was kind of a half miss that Dijon had there, but we'll see if they can capitalize.
So now he just has to miss that front guard, because if he wrecks on that front guard, it's pretty much done too. So another high pressure shot here for Nagasawa.
Working on it hard.
Yeah, they got to come past that guard in the front. It looks like it's close.
Oh, yeah.
They're really, really being careful with this one. I think it might have a little strong weight on it.
Trying to make it curl right now.
Yeah. Oh, that's
a fantastic shot.
Is that a good shot right there? I mean,
yeah, like you're half buried. You hit as much as you see. You're gonna jam it, right? So that's a good shot. Again, huge shout out to our sponsors for the weekend here: Hub International Insurance, Tim's Ice Manufacturing, Beaumont, Boston Pizzas, Sea Change Brewery here in Beaumont, Ice Advice, Hack to House Blades Sharpening Solutions here in Edmonton. All of our local sponsors, thank you so much for helping out the event. All right, one last plug for everybody.
That's good. Yeah, we steam flow right there in the center too.
Oh, good shot.
Oh, what a great shot that was.
Yeah,
oh,
they're
wow.
Gonna have the same shot they just threw again, so we're gonna try to make it here, but
yeah,
good run back there.
Good run back. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we got steam flow right in the middle of our sheet here. Like I was saying earlier, again, ice makers, don't get mad at me, but your local guys at the club, us ice makers can get these logos in any time of the year. So you guys get them to us and get them to our clubs and get the companies to sponsor the clubs. We'll get the logos in any time of the year.
It's amazing what a Tiger Torch can do.
Exactly. Shop back in a Tiger Torch.
Shop back in a Tiger Torch, yeah. Don't try this at home, kids.
All right, let's see if he can replace the stone that they just took out.
And here we go. It's coming down again. I mean, another high-pressure shot. They're sticking close to this one again. Oh, the sweeping's coming out. This one might be a little bit quieter weight, it looks like. But, yeah, same shot. He's got it coming in there really nice. Look at this shot. Oh, perfect shot. Even better than the first one. Now he's frozen on that Yellowstone. Again, you couldn't have made a better shot than that.
Couldn't even walk down there any better.
Wow. Well, what do you do if you're De Jong with this one? I mean, really, he's talking about freezing now to that top redstone and counting. That's really, he can't make the same shot. He can't make a run back. Really.
Well, there's two things here. Like, honestly, either the freeze is tough, right? Like to get the right angle and be shot.
Yeah,
it's pretty tough. I would maybe try to draw a top 4 foot, half buried around my yellow, maybe even tap the yellow back to the button. They make a double, then you have a draw to the 4 foot for the win. This is a tough shot. If he does not get shot out of this, then you're probably going to see Yanagisawa either nose that top yellow rock or try to go around it. And if they can go around it completely and not give a shot to Team Dijon here, they'll be forced to the wide out turn draw to probably a piece of the button. for the win here. So but again, if this is made, this probably wins you the game. So
right, but high pressure shots again. I mean, it's not. You got to have your wits about you. That's why you're the skip, I guess. But this looks tight to the line to me.
Yeah,
they're really working on this one. I think they've lost this one. Actually, it's way inside.
A little premature there, Mr.
Oh, look at that,
President.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, and he's getting a little bit of a bounce.
A little bit of a bounce off.
Now what do you do? I guess you come in and try to knock that yellow out, or how can you? Or would you do another freeze? I mean, they're talking about a couple
shots. Yeah, there's about 4 different shots you could make. All of them are correct if you make them. That's probably not one of them.
No, I wouldn't. I would definitely try to promote your own stone.
Yeah, you can promote that into the 4-foot. You could probably throw it a little heavier, maybe even like a control weight, and hit the rock that they just threw. The one that's just biting the top 4-foot, that one right there. Yeah, if you hit that one, you probably roll to the center line a little bit and get shot rock. You might sit 2, but it doesn't matter. You just need to figure out how you can get shot rock here.
Well, you don't want to roll in behind the Yellowstone because that's just a run back, straight run back. Right?
Yeah, and that would be important. That if you're lying to, then the run back might be a little bit more high pressure. But there's a couple of shots here. It all depends on what you want to make and
what type of pressure you want to put on the other team, right? I mean, you got to make your shot first.
Yeah.
And that's what I always tell the guys is you make your shots, it makes everybody else's shots easier. So it sounds simple, but we have to be simple on Thursday nights. We can't be thinking too far ahead of us. So we just have to make our shots, and I think that's just like anybody else. It's been a really great night of curling. Lots of guys are off the ice, but several people have a couple more to go. Seeing some of the teams really close games. Nobody is really taking advantage of somebody else, or maybe a little bit more on 1 or 2 of the ices. But for the most part, you're getting a lot of this type of stuff where people are really thinking about it. How many times can they bring their coach out?
Just once.
Just once. And I can see their coach in the back window there going, man, I wish I could tell you guys what to do. Right?
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I'm sure he'd like to be out there with his team. Hub Insurance, thank you so much for definitely being here and promoting and being a part of curling. Local curling for us is vitally important to our communities, and so really thank you for coming and being sponsor here today.
Looks like they've elected to draw back 4-foot. Just trying to pick the right line here now. So back 4-foot, half in the back 4.
Here we go. This is basically the game right here, pretty much, right?
Yeah, they got to get shot rock here.
Yanagisawa has to get last rock, or shot rock, or there's handshakes coming up. So I say they like it. It's got to be close because they're not sweeping this one too hard. Now they're looking at it. Now they're coming in.
Yeah, they're very important here to get it to the back 12-foot, or back 4-foot, sorry.
Well, they're sweeping it there. That's where they wanted it, right there on the back 4-foot.
Yeah, they wanted a little more curl out of it, but
yeah. So now all that Jong has to do is basically hit and stick, and he's won the game, or even just remove it. Doesn't matter.
Just got to remove it.
He's got second shot, anyways. So yeah, they would like to have that curl in just a little bit more. Maybe show him a corner or something like that, but.
So we're back here tomorrow at 10 a.m., 2 and 7. Same draw times again on on Saturday and Sunday, 10, 2, and 7. Back here at the Beaumont Curling Club. Come on down for a drink and watch some great curling and athletes competing. So, all right, Dijon just got to take the rock out, and he'll buy himself a position in the final, in the A final tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Not too hard for here. Just keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Brooms are up.
Brooms are up. They know what's going on here. There we go. And that's it for tonight.
All right.
3-2 with a riveting game. That's all for now.
What will tomorrow look like? Will it be what you expected? Or something you could never have predicted? Will it be frightening or exciting? Is it the reason you can't sleep at night? Or the reason you get up in the morning? Tomorrow will be all of these things. With Hub, you have a partner today who supports you in writing a more resilient, vibrant, and profitable tomorrow, protecting what matters most to you. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and we want you to be ready for it.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.